Israel will keep bombarding Gaza with all of its power, Netanyahu says after Blinken calls for pause.
Here's a summary of the article.
It's the latest sign of stark disagreement between the two allies, as the Biden administration has in recent weeks called for restraint from Israel as it continues a massive airstrike campaign on the Gaza Strip. Over 9,000 Palestinians have been killed over the last month, and more than half of Gaza residents have been displaced from their homes. Blinken said a humanitarian pause is needed to ensure that aid can be delivered to the territory and that the 2.3 million civilians in the Gaza Strip can find safety. While meeting with Israeli President Isaac Herzog before the speech, Blinken reiterated that the United States supports Israel's right to defend itself and to do everything possible to prevent another massive attack on its soil, according to a readout. Blinken also said the US and its allies must find a better idea and a way to achieve stable governance of the Gaza Strip that countries in the Middle East can agree on after Israel's war with Hamas militants. Back in the US, some mainstream Democrats are beginning to raise concerns about the increasingly harsh toll on Palestinians from Israel's Gaza offensive. In the capitals of Europe, we've seen rallies supporting the total destruction of Israel, from the river to the sea. Professors and students at American colleges make speeches and sign statements justifying terrorism, even glorifying it, he wrote.
This post received a score of 6,600, with an upvote ratio of 90%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Greater than Netanyahu soon after said, during his own press conference, that Israel refuses a temporary ceasefire that doesn't include a return of our hostages. Over 200 hostages were taken by Hamas following the militant group's surprise attack on Israeli soil on October 7 that killed 1,400 people. I wonder if they know where the hostages are being held, or if they are even still alive. Has Hamas provided any proof of life?
The only hostage proof of life vids I've seen are Thar French Israeli from the rave and those three ladies the other day railing at Bibi. I don't think anyone knows if any of them are actually still alive. With every day that goes by, my hope that they are alive dwindles. Also, didn't Hamas say they were going to release all the foreign nationals, dual citizens a few weeks ago cause their issue wasn't with the international community or something? And then crickets.
I have my doubts many are alive at this point.
Yeah.
Just a reminder that these negotiations are not done through newspaper headlines.
There are about 40 Thai people held hostage, but it's just silence from the media. What the hell have Thai people done to Palestinians?
Well, Thai people being innocent in this conflict don't generate outrage clicks in the same easy way.
They're the wrong shade of victim. I'm friends with mostly sea folks of various origins. The amount of racism they get here is ridiculous. I doubt 1% any of the posters even know what's been happening in Myanmar for the last few decades. Or the horrible things that happened to Hmong and Laos after the US betrayed them. Nor would they care if they did know.
Myanmar has much action right now.
So ignore the US and do the exact opposite of what they want, yet still receive 110% support. Business as usual, it seems.
Yeah, and, given Israel's massive military superiority here, it's unclear why we need to send them $14 billion more. For what?
To buy back military equipment to the U.S. It is a financial game. Public money laundering to private U.S. military companies. I don't see what else it could be.
Not everything is about money, and in this instance, it's definitely not even remotely about money. The US has zero interest in having this conflict spiral out of control if an Iran proxy or Iran itself were to think this was an opportune time to engage Israel. That would cause them to divert resources from Russia, Ukraine and China, Taiwan. Funneling weapons and resources is a direct means to make groups like Hezbollah recognize that this is a really bad time to try and engage.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.